All right, Andrew Jones, go ahead first, please.
Armando, I've asked Coach and I asked Caleb about Brady. One of the things that when Brady came in, he was just a lot of stuff from him tonight on the offensive end, being ready to score wherever he got the ball, and also some gritty stuff on defense with some blocks and picking up a couple of fouls. Is that the kind of guy that you've seen every day in practice and that you expect to see moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, definitely just coming in, like you said. I mean, I figured he was just kind of like, just a spot up shooter. But like as we started playing during the season, just in pickup, practice, I started to see like he can kind of take it off the bounce, he can score in the post, but also he could really get after it on defense. And I feel like that's something a lot of people, I guess, didn't understand or realize or see when he was at Oklahoma, just like the completeness of his game on the offensive end and defense end. But I feel like he's been showing a lot of that since he's been here.
Cool. Thank you.
Brendan?
Hey, Armando, I know that both you and Hubert have told us that you shot, thousands of threes over the summer and really honed in on that aspect of your game. But to actually make one in a game, I mean, what did that what did that feel like? What did it hear like to hear Armando Bacot 3-pointer over the loudspeaker?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good feeling. I mean, I remember the end of the season when I met with Coach Williams and Coach Davis. That was something they really wanted me to focus on just going into next year, just being able to knock down that shot. And I mean, just being able to make the three, then looking over at Coach Williams and kind of seeing him get excited, that was a good feeling. And also just Coach Davis. I went in his office today, and he was like, "Yeah, you better make sure you shoot a three today." So I passed up the first one, but Dawson, he ended up getting a dunk out of it. So I looked over at my mom. I was like, "The next time I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it."
Thank you.
Greg Barnes?
Hey, Armando. Everybody's been talking about what to expect out of this team. This is the first time tonight we've actually seen you guys. You've been pretty forthright with us in the past. What do you think about this team and how it's put together and what you've seen in practice thus far?
I mean, I feel like just the sky's the limit for us. I mean, we got a lot of guys that can do a bunch of different stuff. I mean, we got a bunch of sophomores that I think will make a huge jump. I mean, well, freshmen, well, sophomores, but making the freshman and sophomore jump. We got a lot of guys I think can make that jump. RJ, Caleb, and Kerwin, but also Dawson too. I mean, we got Brady. He's been showing a lot, and also Leaky too, just on the defensive end and just kind of having some leadership just on both sides of the ball. So I feel like the sky's the limit.
In terms of chemistry, I mean, has that come together pretty well?
Definitely. I mean, I feel like we're kind of like a puzzle with just a bunch of different, pieces of all types of shapes that just coming together and matching.
Thanks.
Noah Monroe?
Armando, great game tonight. So going back to that 3-point shooting, so you made one, Dawson made two, Brady made two. So having these big men that can shoot and make threes, how do you think that's going to impact y'all's play when y'all go against teams and they might not know what to do?
Yeah, I mean, it just makes everything easier. I mean, you see, like, early in the game, I caught two alley-oops, but, I mean, that's because they had to be tighter on Brady and Dawson in the corner, but also Kerwin and Justin, too, and RJ and Caleb. So just teams having to play up closer to them, it'll be a lot more easier, layups and just dunks and stuff like that for everybody, and the spacing will be amazing.
Last two, Michael, and then Adam Smith, please.
Hey, Armando. So, sort of building off what Greg said, you and Dawson were the two starting bigs tonight. Was there something that happened in practice this week that sort of let you know that you and Dawson were going to be the two starters? Because Hubert has said that the starting lineup is a very fluid situation right now.
Well, yeah, man. Coach Davis, I still don't. Well, he told us before the game, like, this isn't the starting lineup, so he still doesn't know. And also this year is something that's different since I've been here. Coach Davis, we don't really have a starting lineup. It's based on who get the best top 5 defensive grades in your position. So I would say we have no starters because, I mean, I can go out one game and not have that good of a defensive grade, and I won't be starting, or Caleb, or just anybody. So, I mean, it's honestly no starting lineup. And he told us that. I mean, we all agreed on it because, I mean, obviously we want to be a good defensive team, and we know that's what we need in order to be a great team.
Thanks.
Adam, go ahead.
Armando, that's exactly what I was going to ask you about with the defense. So that's the defensive grades are that sort of impactful for who gets out there.
Yeah, I mean, because we got a lot of coaches that play for a bunch of different coaches here, Coach Guthridge, Coach Smith, and Coach Williams, and that was something that Coach Davis, Coach Sullivan, I want to say Coach Frederick and Coach Lieben, when they were here, the starting lineup when they played for Dean Smith was based upon who had the best defensive grade. So that was something they told us just at the beginning of the season, that they weren't going to ever name any starters, and it was based upon that. So, like, on the defensive end, I feel like that's going to really make us compete even more and more.
Did you say Roy gave you a look after you hit the 3 tonight?
Yeah.
What kind of a look was it?
It was just a smile and just laughing.
Thanks, Armando.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks to everybody.